time you see this car, it's going to be complete and probably in Florida. 1972 Chevelle. Hood pins, that's 9 horsepower. Smells like moldy Raisin Bran cereal and Chex Mix. Oh, there, we got mold growing in here, moss. Get her that way. This girl, she's been expertly worked on a couple times. I mean, it's a start. Look at this seat though. Got the sweep gauges, the NHRA racing gauges. This is 16 horsepower. Same time. There, see? That's easy. We got turnage. Well, this operation's looking sharper than a thumbtack in 3rd grade. These lightning hoses are drier than Betty White's back. So I'm just gonna put this back in and pretend that I didn't look at it for now. Here we go. Cranking. I'm just going to use a skosh laughing gas and see what that does. She fired. That kind of hurts to hold. And if you make noises with your mouth, it's almost like you're using, you know, an angle grinder or something. All the people coming up to me going, why are you even trying to get this thing running? I just say America. Is that a plant? Am I making a plant? I can't believe it. They need a fine adjustment. Nothing. Does she need more adjustment, maybe? She's running like a scalded coyote. Listen to that music. So I think it's time we try the transmission out. Oh yeah, we got reverse. Oh, solid drive. She's a good unit. I got a set of tires coming. Kind of like putting a prom dress on a pig, but this thing will look sharp. Typically I'm into the diesel oil because it's got more dinosaurs and vitamins in them, you know. And I don't mind wrapping myself around a telephone pole at high speeds, but this thing comes apart like a pop can on the interstate and someone else gets hurt. I don't like that too much at all. Like I always say, if you're handed lemons, trade them for whiskey. Far too easy, which means no brake shoes left. Oh, there she flows. Oh, not on the concrete. Maybe if a guy buys room service, they'll kind of look past this. It's about a 1 ooga dooga on the elbow meter. I got brakes like you wouldn't believe. Generator light's still stuck on. I don't like that. Did a little jiggle on the headlights, and I got both units up and running. Guy wants to save on these for your core charge. There we go, through there. Just snag it on. I think it's about time we throw these not so gooder tires on. When they get jigglier than John Goodman's neck, that's when you know you got an issue going on, but there's the nuts on this thing. Oh yeah. Well, that's a nice trim ring. I had forgotten about that frame until right now. I gotta get my supplies and I'll show you how to do it. What you're gonna do is just get this, get it in here and, you know, get this around that side. And then make sure it sticks now. Fixed. Now she's just dripping with chrome. Almost forgot to check the brake and coolant. Checked. All right, now we're ready. The smell is getting worse in here. It's like branding cattle and fresh cut grass. Speedometer works. Been going for a few hours now, hanging in there. It's actually starting to run. You gotta be delicate on these older units, especially these metal ones. Come on now. Why can't anything just run? Oh yeah, I buy straight garbage. That's right. Look at that. Let's bring her all the way up. Forgot to take the plastic off the cheese. So you're gonna get your 12-ounce frame checker. Just check. You know, get it in here. Scanning. Tell us. Oh, that's great. But as suspected, the frame's got more holes in her than Bonnie and Clyde, so there, she's shot. It runs, but it's like a one-legged man tap dancing. It just doesn't sound right. This custom hood prop, you know, she's made for Chevelles, but oh, yep. Bring the thunder. Nothing. I shut her down. I got a water neck leaking. Everything is just bound up in here. She's running richer than Oprah, and that's okay. Some people like to do this with the engine running, and I don't. I mean, it's messier than Mariah Carey live. It's like Garth Brooks once said, it's the roar of a Sunday crowd. Nice lady named Rhonda reached out to me on the FaceSpace page there, and I'll be dipped if this wasn't her ride back in the late 80s, early 90s. Her kids grew up in the thing. Her daddy actually built her the car on a budget like all of us do, and let me tell you what, fellers, this thing looked good back then. I mean, she had shine and the wheels and the whole 9 yards. He did a good job. But it just screams 70s, 80s. I think we'll just scoot the plate over top of that. And then there's another one back here. This is actually a giant plug weld. Over here is gonna be awfully handy. Cleaned and prepped up a little bit more, and I took a grinder. So I clamped this into place and took some heat and got her hot. And don't go Jessica Alba with it. Just, you know, that's enough. Grabbed the Tanya Harding and I just kind of persuaded it in there, and I'm willing to bet that's gonna be pretty darn close. After, she's gonna hold. Smells like burnt meatloaf. Oh, that's my face. Zzz. Make it zzz. She's all buttoned up. Get out of here. Whoa! No, you can go more than that. There we go. Pretty clean in there. Welded in. 350 transmission out of it. This is going to be our core. A couple guys got her pretty well cleaned out. And I did feel antivirus enter my body about 4 times. We've got the hoop welded in here, down to the frame. I'm gonna zzz and zzz. Well, I did end up finding some sort of magnetic and then just I'm already blinder than a one-eyed bat, and I'd like to keep some of that tire smoke, you know, out of the cabin as long as I can. Putty knife and got most of the other crap out of there. And just this thing's looking holier than the Pope. Zzz, pss, zzz, pss. Standing and saluting your TV, and I understand. Yeah, that's way too much. Perfect. Yeah, I said surplexed. It's surprise and perplexed. I've got that painted up. Idea what this is gonna dry like. And this is a slipperier slope that keeps getting slipperier. If you're not subscribed, you need to do that right now! Also hit that bell thing, that does something. It is hotter than a 1980s Madonna in here, and I ain't kidding you. Just yeah. Oh, there's been fire, and some words had, and some blood, and I can't believe this Mickey Mouse stuff. Papa Badushka! Almost onto the bottom of the coil spring. This is just getting expensive. You're not gonna believe this, but these bushings are bad. So, won't need any of this stuff for the. Oh. Come on now! Yeah, get off of that. Yes. You know, feather it in. Kind of like grenades. You just gotta get close. One more. I'll come in with that and. Why did I think I needed to roll this thing over here? I'm just gonna these down and I had to come back and in here and just tuck that bushing back in there. Take me to Ooga Dooga Town. Let's go with 4 Ooga Doogas. Maybe sometime in the future I'll show you how to do an alignment with a piece of gum, string, 2 rulers, and a hammer. Go on ahead and get on there. And you do that by putting them in. Now see, just get them started and just run that over the top here. Use your knee as a bump cushion. Put this on here. Just get a couple threads on. Get your fingers in here where you could really pinch them. If a guy does want some extra safety, because you are compressing a spring here in a way, you can wrap your purse around here, something like that. I wonder what Leanne Rhymes is doing today. Oh. Hit. Over the spindle. And that top bowl snipped right in there. Where's my... And then just bring her down. Yeah. And even just doll it up a little bit. It's kind of like G-Funk era funked out with the gangsta twist. Boop. So I'm gonna jump in here and just start. I might have to fix this quick. Okay, well that's fixed. So now we'll move on. We can, you know, make all this just look brand new. Easy, that's expensive. This is going to be easier to all around in there, but I'm just, you know, that means really getting it in there. And just kind of, you know. And it's good enough for what we're doing. Yeah, that pulls it together pretty good, actually. And I do want this truck bed coating to stick longer than a felony. Take the old hair dryer over here and air dry it. Kind of put the look together. It's going to be about something like this-ish. Also in recent news, it's negative 47 degrees. Why do I live here? I don't know. I gotta fab something to cover this off. I'm just gonna scratch her up a little bit. The rest of this I'll just do by hand, all these corners. You know, what in the world has Vince Gill been doing? He's been quiet. Professional tape job if I've ever seen one. Goodness. Definitely not the color I wanted. I'm gonna make this process look better. I'm gonna let that red sit for just a minute more. Then maybe I can clear everything today as well. First we'll just overspray on the glass, but it for there, this looks horrible. Perfect. I mean, no one's really gonna see this, right? Other than me, so not too worried about it, but. And these look bad enough to be good. It's my Take a Break 200. If you rotate it about 93 degrees, now it's a door putter in or 9,000. About like that, you know. Wow, do I got a dead battery? I can't have no good batteries, you know. Oh, I think I scratched the paint. Dang it. I think if a guy gets 3 or 4 wobble pops in and, you know, comes up to the car here, you're gonna look at this, not so much this. That's it, I think we're just gonna zzz, 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 zzz. It's up there.
but it's looking good. Yep. So we have a to get in key or pin. And you guys have helped make this possible as well by commenting, liking, sharing the videos, and most importantly being subscribed to the channel. So I appreciate you guys a ton. None of this would be possible without your guys' support. Remember that one time in your dad's 82 Camaro with Bon Jovi blaring and you're about ready to try your first power brake with the 4-speed, you know, dump the clutch, get your foot over there. Heart's just pumping, except mine's full of garlic butter and beer. I think a guy's gonna take a knee here for a while. We are now best friends. I'm gonna let this just soak for a minute and then I'll get in here, and huge difference there. We can actually see the crosshatch in better detail now. 1200 ppm in it, so can't go wrong there. It's also creating a little bit of a cushion for us. Take your time here and pay really close attention to your thrust bearing in the back here. Under grit sandpaper and just clean up the crank snout. There it was. You want to tighten these until your C7 pops. Pretty stuck on there. I'm gonna put just a little bit of heat on here. So it looks a little bit better. This is a 10 bolt. You can tell because it's got 10 bolts. Did I put some oil in this maybe before the trip home? I must have. Let me know. I'm always looking for new stuff. Well, hey there, little fella. In case you've never been into a rear end. Guys got to throw them in a grinder and just zip, zip. And on Craigslist, if you're searching for a car, that means someone put in a posi, they just can't find the receipt. Ride height with no air in the shocks. And I mean, if you're not wearing a seat belt, you're gonna be laying on the steering wheel. 100% 70s style. That rear end just locked up tighter than Alcatraz. I got those nice disc stopulators put on. And I got some air shocks so we can get some altitude out of this bad boy. More red and white, or leave it as is. I'm building this car for us, so I value your opinion. Bleep bloop it down there. We can boop beep boop beep boop 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 beep boop beep boop boop. Got it laid back in here again. Good enough for the girls we date. Shape, and they can do this. Now we're back to bolting in the fuel cell here. There we go. I just ran a zip tie down there. I ran a red zip tie along the return line all the way through this and on the extra. Well, that's in and looks sharper than a toddler's toenails, but blessed me, I forgot to put the fill tray in here. Let's connect this quick. Yeah. Throw a couple fittings on, get this in place. And then clean it, you know, the right way. Just, yeah. Well, wiring, I think. Yep. That goes into the, and the, don't know what that means. You know, the whole town said that I should have used red, but guess who it looked good to? So I'm gonna take my 16-ounce ball peen Tanya 200, and we just wanna really gently massage in the edges here. After my third rusty deep cut, I found these things that go on your mitts, and they're kind of nice actually. They got a machine that, and it makes a little, that this lays over top, and then we're gonna, yes! board is just here to kind of, we're just gonna let's just, you know, that meant dig in. So I put away my Kira nightly one and traded it out for my Shakira stand. She's quite a bit thicker. A false positive is never good, fellers, especially in torques and pregnancy tests. It's looking sharper than Meryl Streep's nose, and I ain't kidding you. Listen, it better be halfway decent. Faster, but slower, but easier. Well, hey, she's really starting to look like something. Yeah, at this point, probably put the water pump on. So I got this guy dropped in, and again, this was just a cheap unit off of Evil Bay. Circulating some water here, checking for leaks. It's tired. Pull it out. It's such an awesome feeling that what we're going after here on the block. I just can't believe it. But I got to because I'm looking at it. This thing looks absolutely amazing. I could feel air just by turning this by hand. That fits better than my hand in a cookie jar. I heated her up with the window defroster down here. Got it to about 1.4 Megan Foxes, and then she drove right on. I just put like Halloween plus meatloaf equals 9, so hopefully Andy can compute that. Holding the body on. It just might stay on there. Them GM units work great. They're just so big, and I mean bigger than J-Lo's assets. Talking finances, guys, okay? Focus. Whee! Whee! Oh yeah, not a Mopar. I'm just gonna spritzer, flipper, spritzer, flipper, spritzer, flipper, spritzer, wiper, painter, done. Here really quick, and then we'll kind of start lining these up. Yeah. Okay. So this here is already on my transmission slide-o-matic. It's gonna ease it in. Oh, we need a little. We need altitude. Come on, Jerry.
Oh, Jerry. Oh, stop.
What up? Really ease.
Mess around.
Come on back. Come back to me. I've been on fire in that 3 times. I gotta keep it. Whoa, easy. My air hose coupling broke, so I can't use my air jack underneath. I gotta, what do I got under there? Bring her down. Ooh, one more time, I think we got it. Bring it. There we go. What have we got over here? Same story. The old fingers are just pinched into the steering rod. Mounts are done. If it works, is it really a dumb idea? So I can get, you can get those at Summit or Evil Bay or Jungle website, wherever you want to. I'm gonna check my angle before I get too carried away here. So that O2 wire just comes down the back. Yeah, I was gonna, you know, combine the two. I missed it. My other course support's more rotten than what they call new country music. So I went ahead and picked this guy up. Yeah, I think that's what we're boop, 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 boop.
Some new hardware in it.
If you're not subscribed, do that. Just click the button. I didn't mean to lose my temper there. Also hit the bell. Bing! Boop, boop. Them geese are just coming in hotter than Selena Gomez. Okay, drop this in real quick. Bzzzt. A hanger. Wow, what in the? Yeah. I can't do anything without some. Doing some stuff that you're going to see coming up very soon. Here's a little hint. Sent this over. He let me choose my style. Old Hobo Freight Light. So he's doing that, and I've just been walking around. I would really not. Oh, the hood kinked.
Oh no!